Okay, before we get started, be sure to talk to your doctor before starting any kind of supplementation. The supplementation that I use is very potent, and we don't want to interfere with any medication or cause you any problems. So be sure to talk to your doctor before you start anything. Everything I talk about is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure. Hi, I'm Dr. Brandy Victory, and I'm in the business of customizing supplement protocols based on someone's labs. So today I'm going to show you how to fill your supplement tray each and every week so that you set yourself up for success. So I have a 7-day pill tray. If you need one, let me know. And I fill on 1 day a week, I fill them all up so that each day I can just take one of my little one of these and take it with me throughout the day, and then I never am without it. So a lot of people forget to take their supplements because they leave them at home or they don't want to get them all out of the boxes. So I'm going to show you how to prevent that. So the first thing I do is I get my supplement tray out, I open all the compartments, and I get my supplements in front of me. Now, I typically tell people to write on the bottle how many of each thing that they need. This is Cataplex F, so that they just know they pour 6 out. If it's 6, you can pretty much bet it's 3 times a day. So we're going to start with Cataplex F. I personally actually like to start with my biggest pills first. And so for me, Collinsonia root is the biggest one I'm taking. These are capsules. And they're not that big, but they're bigger than the tablets you'll see in just a minute. And I do 4 of these a day. So personally, I do 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. It doesn't really matter how you set it up for yourself. Just get your 4 in, preferably spread out through the day in some fashion. Collinsonia root helps with tone in the vascular system. So I've noticed that my legs are getting a little bit of the varicosities that I see happen to people as they age, and this will prevent that and help course correct that. And then I put that one to the side. So my next one would be Conjuplex. This is an immune system. I am needing to support again. It's one of my bigger ones, and I know I take 6 of these a day. It can also be utilized as a good multivitamin, honestly. There's so much in it. So most of the things I take lean towards whole food nutrition. So these are mostly fruits and vegetables that have been condensed down and into potent doses that are effective to affect change in the body. And then again, I set that to the side. So now I'm going to go with Spanish black radish. This is really great for detoxification and liver support. I take 3 a day, so I'm going to put 1 in each of the top compartments. Next, I'm going with Essentials for Life. This is a whole food multivitamin. Basically, it's fruits, vegetables, probiotics, and digestive enzymes, all in one. So if you're looking for something that's easy, quick, you don't want to do a bunch of different things, this is a really well-rounded product, good for the digestion, good for all the systems that need extra support because it's whole food nutrition. Okay, next we're going to go for Cataplex F. Specifically, I'm using this for muscle cramps, coarse hair, ridged nails, and it's also really good for helping the body assimilate calcium. So you can take calcium, but it doesn't mean that you're absorbing it. You can take vitamin D, but it doesn't mean you're absorbing it. You need calcium, Cataplex F, K, D, for that whole absorption process to work. So I'm putting the pieces together here, so I'm getting exactly what my body needs based on my personal labs. And I will say my personal intuition. Cataplex E2 is for tissue oxygen starvation. So because I've been getting muscle cramps, I really want to make sure I'm getting enough my cells to absorb oxygen and utilize oxygen in the way that the body's meant to. And often cramping is an indication the body's not utilizing oxygen well. So this is really good for people who are at high altitudes or who are athletes and they do a bunch of exercise, or people who have shortness of breath upon exertion or feel like they have to open windows in closed rooms. All right, next is Cyruta Plus. Cyruta Plus is really great for anyone who has fragile capillaries. So if you bruise really easy, if you have little spider veins that just are showing up and you can't seem to get rid of them. It's also good for inflammation. So if you have high C-reactive protein, that's a lab marker I look at on my patients. This will help bring it down. It's also good for people who have migraines, ulcerative colitis. And then I'm adding turmeric forte. This is a turmeric. MediHerb is one of the highest quality herbal companies on the planet as far as I'm concerned. Their products actually work. I can't tell you how many times I've taken turmeric and not really felt a difference. And this is blended with fenugreek fiber, which allows it to have a 24.8 times the bioavailability of other turmerics that are not combined in that way. So I've been using this in replacement of things for headaches and joint pain. It also is supportive of the liver and the detoxification pathways and the brain. And lastly, Resist. It's one a day. If you're looking for immune support and you only want to take one thing, this is your friend. I can get you a free box if you like. Let me know. This is something I've been playing with for several months, and time and again, it has proven to keep me from getting sick when either I felt like I was coming down with something and then it never came to fruition, or I was traveling in an airport with lots of people on 3 hours of sleep when I would normally get sick, and I didn't. So I'm pretty loving that one. And then in the bottom one, I personally keep things like my enzymes and my hydrochloric acid, my Zypan, Masszymes. These are things that I keep in here because in the middle of the day, if my digestion isn't working great, I can just pop a few of those because they're okay to take on an empty stomach. But some people prefer to use this last container for their empty stomach tablets. So if you have things I've prescribed that are empty stomach, maybe you put them there. I prefer to just do those first thing in the morning and the last thing at night because I take things on an empty stomach as well, and it allows me to carry these things. So that is that. That is it. You got it. So that's how you fill your pill trays. This is the most satisfying sound ever. Yes. Now I have 7 days worth of supplementation at my fingertips. And every day I put one of these in my lunchbox, in my food bag, in my purse, whatever I'm doing, so that it's always here. If I'm not leaving the house, I actually take it out of this tray and put it on the countertop. Otherwise, I'm not going to go look in that cabinet necessarily and take my supplements. But if it's sitting out on the countertop, I will make sure I take them or put them on your table wherever you eat your meals. Okay, Dr. Brandy Victory, I hope that was helpful.